Okay, good morning, everybody. On behalf of Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, I welcome you all to today's August gathering. It is 89th Sunday webinar, and today we have Professor Rituparna Bosak Dasgupta Madam. He is Associate Professor of the B.Ed College, Siliguri, and she is the Academic Council member of the RPRIT also. She is the Secretary of the Academic Council. So thank you, Madam, for joining.
Thank you, sir.
So we can start our program with our usual prayer. So please close your hands for the prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahu Bijam Karubhavahai Tejashina Bhatitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now I am requesting our program coordinator Farah Ahmed to present about the RPRIT. Shubhamita, please you stop here.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Farah, please you open.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good morning to all teachers and students. I am Farah, Program Coordinator of Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust, and I would like to present my PPT on our institute. Share my screen. Here is my PPT. Once again. So, Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust was established on 1st July 2018. RPRIT carry out research in academic field and to promote the study and dissemination of knowledge of Ravindra Psychotherapy based. Research-based teaching is the philosophy of Ravindra Psychotherapy Research Trust. RPRIT. The RPRIT created syllabus on the basis of students' need. RPRIT functioning as pan-India. Indians from different parts of the country join RPRIT courses every year. Courses offered by RPRIT. So, Institute offers some general courses like school psychology, applied psychometrics, forensic psychology, Ravindra psychotherapy, environmental psychology, business psychology. The course includes some elective courses, research methodology, statistics with the statistical software, performing art therapy, story therapy, drawing therapy, dance therapy, drama therapy, as and when required. For much exposure on psychological testing, Institute negotiate with other organizations. Now, the Academic Council. The Academic Council of Rabindranath Psychotherapy Research Institute Trust plays important role in academic activities and research. The council is comprised of chairman, secretary, and members having more than 10 years teaching and administrative experiences. So the general body member have Dr. Debutulal Datta Roy, who is president of RPRIT, Ms. Sudhita Majumdar, who is secretary and treasurer, Dr. Ramamanna, who is academic coordinator, Dr. Subrata Basak, who is member, Dr. Situmrushra Khatau, who is member. Members include Dr. Datta Roy, who is chairperson, Dr. Ritupurna Basak, who is secretary, Dr. Subir Nag, who is member, Dr. Paritita Biswas, who is member, Dr. Sushmita Mukhopadhyay, and Dr. Ishita Chatterjee. Academic achievement of RPRIT 2022. So RPRIT has created broad courses in this year. RPRIT has successfully completed a few skill development courses like school psychology, applied psychometrics, forensic psychology, questionnaire construction, telemental health counseling. And so the short courses also RPRIT facilitated in this year, like RPRIT offered some short courses like music therapy, Rabindranath psychotherapy, SPSS based data analysis, RStudio based data analysis. RPRIT collaborated with business data analysis with ABBS Bangalore and with Indian Institute of Psychology, and RPRIT has signed MOU with National Forensic Science University in order to develop mutual exchange of research on forensic psychology. RPRIT provided consultancy to one of a microfinance organization, Arohan, in construction of psychological tests for selection of customer service representatives. Here is the catalog of Rabindranath psychotherapy of the year 2022, which highlighted some of the journal publication done by Dr. Datta Roy sir and Ritupurna Basak on reading motivation as predictor of academic achievement in primary education in the Journal of Applied and School Psychology, April 2022. And it also highlighted some of the book publishing, which is done by Dr. Datta Roy sir and Dr. Ritupurna Basak Dasgupta ma'am, which is on Bharat Darshan Patbhumika Vidyalaya Sankranta Manovigyan. This book was published by Indian School Psychology Association for Pondicherry. It also highlighted the award that Datta Roy sir received, Anita Memorial Innovative Scientist Award on Quantum Consciousness Psychotherapy. It also highlighted some of the awards that our teachers and students received last year. Then RPRIT has also started creating newsletter, and it highlighted some of the work some of the projects that is happening at our institute. It highlighted Rabindranath psychotherapy, applied psychometrics, statistical infographics. It also include teacher and students contribution. And this is the RPRIT newsletter of February 2023. It highlighted quantum consciousness in Rabindranath psychotherapy, some of the publication and the courses that are being running at our institute. So this is from my side. So this
Okay, thank you, Farah.
Yes.
You know, that is India is following the National Education Policy 2020. The policy has given importance on 5 things. One is the easy access. Second one, equity. Third one, quality. Fourth one, affordability. And fifth one, accountability. So these 5 issues are very important, and it is called the 5 foundation pillars. And to achieve this foundation, we have to redesign our school infrastructure. So we are thinking about the fifth industrial revolution. So we are modifying our school infrastructure, and therefore we have to explore the literatures related to these issues. In this connection, RPRIT is going to start one literature review program on the different school infrastructures. Earlier, RPRIT has conducted some research about the school infrastructure in case of the primary school. And RPRIT has observed that three factors are important. First one is the basic infrastructure. Second one is the knowledge infrastructure. Okay. And third one is the exercise related infrastructure. So I'm not going to discuss that one now. And today we have very senior Professor Rituparna Bosak Dasgupta Madam. She is with us and she is regularly teaching the teachers. She has a wide experience. Therefore, I am requesting Professor Rituparna Bosak Madam to say a few words as the chairperson. Professor Bosak Dasgupta Madam, please.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Good morning to all of you, respected President, sir, and the today's speaker, ma'am, and the dignitaries. As I have come to know that the topic for today's webinar, that is on school infrastructure, is very significant, relevant, as well as thought-provoking, considered from the present-day scenario. The arena of education is a very fast-changing one. To meet with the demands of the dynamic changes, it is an ever-evolving field. The eminent pragmatist philosopher come education, John Dewey, called school as a simplified, purified, and a better balanced society. It means that whatever changes we desire or expect to be in the society must begin from the school itself. Because today's children or learners are the citizens of tomorrow. So the school mirrors the society to the young learners. So carefully we have to plan or design the school environment so that that can give the learners a very happy and joyous kind of feeling that what will be our society. As sir was saying, that the new education policy 2020, we all know that there are lots of challenges that have been focused in this education policy. This policy is going to bring a sea change in school education. So the current 10+2 model, that will be replaced by 5+3+3+4 structure, of which the first 5 years lab that will further be divided into 3+2. Now this 3-year schooling, that will be focusing, the school center or the place of the school, that will be at either Anganwadi or preschool setup. That is a challenge to us because so far preschool concept, that was very urban kind of concept. And you know that when we talk about education for all or equal opportunity for all, then that normally starts from class 1. Now this preschool, that has been included. So the learning environment should be well constructed, well ventilated, well structured and designed, and most of all, learner friendly. We all know that Rabindranath Tagore could not continue his school days in the formal school setup, as the school environment could not attract or motivate him to study further. And he has expressed this, his dissatisfaction in a number of poems, in number of essays related to education. So here comes the very significant role of the infrastructure. Infrastructure includes both the physical and organizational structures and facilities. So school system must be prepared to shoulder this huge responsibility. I'm pretty sure that after today's talk by Srimati Shubhamita Pal, she will of course, she will be focusing on this and other more relevant and related issues important for school infrastructure. And surely we will find a way to just to have a clear concept that what an ideal school infrastructure should be. Here, I would like to end this by quoting from Tagore in one of Tagore's very famous song is that goes like this: "Esho esho amar ghore esho, amar ghore, bahir hoye esho tumi, je acho অন্তরে." Those who understand Bengali, they needs no translation, but still there may be some few persons who may not understand Bengali that way. So that this song can be interpreted in a number of ways. So this can be treated as a love song. This can be treated, on the human relationship. But here, I am very much. I am what should I say? I like to relate this song to infrastructure because education is all about extracting the inner potentiality of the child. It is all the drawing out. Gandhiji, in his definition of education, has said that education is all round drawing out the best in child and man. Swami Vivekananda is saying education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. When Tagore says bahir hoye esho tumi je acho অন্তরে, that means here it is that the inner potentiality of an individual is being welcomed to my ঘর, esho esho amar ঘরে esho. Now this ঘর, that means the dwelling place where I reside. So this infrastructure should be this ghor-like feeling. It should not be, of course, the physical and organizational and infrastructure is not always a very good built building, lots of facilities, 5-star hotel like all the good setups or the equipments and everything. If that miss that feeling that you are at home, so this is the pleasure with learning and a joyous learning that can be created when the infrastructure is associated with our emotion, or we can then set up a bond with that infrastructure. We love to stay there, we love to learn there. We have to then we can think of collaborative learning, constructivist learning, where the learners are motivated to construct their knowledge of their own. So this part should be kept in mind, and I am hopeful that after, of course, today's speaker, Srimati Pal, will be focusing on this and many more things. So with this, I end here.
Thank you,
Pardon,
Professor
sir.
Dasgupta. Actually, after the pandemic, we are following the same design, Esho Esho Amar Ghore Esho, because many students are afraid to
Yes.
go to the school.
Uh-huh.
And now the school infrastructure will be designed in such a manner so that the students will be motivated intrinsically to attend the school.
Yes,
So
yes.
therefore, whatever you played this song, that is very vital. And you have very nicely communicated about this John Dewey's concept of the constructive teaching pedagogy, Rabindranath Tagore's vision, and the Gandhiji's vision. I know that is you are very, very busy, and you have today also very busy
No,
schedule.
sir.
Despite of your very busy schedule, you have attended and you chaired the session. Thank you, Professor Dasgupta, for
Thank you,
your
sir.
contribution.
Thank you, sir. I would love to if I could have been here for the entire session, but right now I'm on my way. That's why I couldn't switch on my video because my mobile data won't permit me to go
Okay,
for the
madam.
videos.
Thank
I wish the every success of this seminar, sir, and the knowledge will be disseminated. It will be in YouTube, so of course I'll watch it later, and if possible, if my work ends, I have to go for an administrative work. So if my work ends earlier, then of course I'll join, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Madam, here I like to share that is we have Professor Premika Devi and
Okay.
Professor Suchitra, madam, both are from Imphal. So,
Okay. That's very nice.
yeah. And
Nice.
they are very cooperative. We have our student Ayadev Sarkar, Monalisa Patanayak. They are our student.
I know
Uh,
Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I think you have taught Raya and
Yeah.
Monalisa also. And we have here very senior Professor Dr. Ratna Nandi. She
Oh,
is from
Ratna
your
madam is also there.
she is from your
That's
institution.
very nice.
Dr. Nandi once upon a time participated in our Ravindric psychotherapy course, and we have few people. I have no idea, so I think they can share their own introduction. So, Benti Lang Dakkar, so is it possible to introduce yourself? Possibly, please you unmute and you introduce yourself.
Sir, I'm leaving with
Yeah,
your
yeah. Thank
permission.
you, madam. Thank you, madam.
Thank
Thank
you, sir. Wish all the success of this webinar. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Joya Jyoti, introduce yourself. Joya Jyoti, are you here? No. Okay. So I'm requesting Monalisa. Monalisa, please introduce yourself. Monalisa is doing PhD.
Everyone,
Yes.
Monalisa Patnaik, and the full-time research scholar from KL University. I'm doing my research in marketing management, digital marketing and AI. Today, this webinar I joined, I learned many new things. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Monalisa. You are working on the digital technology, AI, and nowadays we are thinking about how we can think about the digital lab, particularly, and AI also in the school infrastructure design. I hope you will contribute something new here.
Yes, sir.
And, thank you. Wang Tom, can you say a few words about you? No. So Raya, are you here? Hello, Raya.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
So please say a few words about yourself.
I am presently working as a school teacher, psychology teacher at Krishnagar Academy, and presently pursuing for the entrance examination of EMET.
Oh, that's nice. We wish
Yes.
you success.
Thank you.
We want the teacher who is dealing with the students because they can contribute much about the practical problems. Thank you. Madam Premika Devi, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm Dr. Nomikapam Premika Devi. I have been working as a clinical psychologist at RIMS for 10 years. And now I'm working as an assistant professor as a guest at Department of Psychology, Manipur University. So it's a privilege to see you again and join this webinar.
Thank you,
thank
madam.
you,
Thank you.
everyone.
I am very much happy to see you here.
Same here, sir, same here.
Thank you. Dr. Ratna Nandi. Madam Nandi, please,
Yes, sir.
if you say a few words about yourself.
Good morning to all. I'm Dr. Ratna Nandi. I'm the librarian of Siliguri B.Ed College. And also, I have another, I like to introduce myself as a parent of twin girls who have just appeared for their school leaving exam. So I
Wow.
have few experience about the schools and their experiences also about the school system, education system, their opinions that I faced for the previous few years. So I am here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know that you are very senior librarian. So modern school infrastructure requires some online repository. I think your suggestion will help us a lot. So now I think everybody has Devapriya Chakraborty. Would you like to say a few words?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Myself, Devapriya.
Yes.
I am in education system since 11 years. I'm working as a junior manager in Fitji Limited. Before that, I was a teacher. I was a teacher in a junior school in primary section. Initially, I was a teacher of Hartley Primary School. And later on, I joined my own school as in secondary department as a psychology teacher. I had done my graduation in psychology and post-graduation in human rights and development. Also PGDM in industrial relation and personal management. I've been attached with Fitji Limited since 11 years. And it's like all the school marketing and school promotions, this kind of work, as well as the in-house counseling, as well as the parent relation, this kind of works is definitely done by me.
Oh, thank you, Devapriya. You have wide experience and a vast experience. We need
Yes.
you very much to flourish our institute because we want to spread the school psychology concept in our own way, following the vision of Rabindranath Tagore. So I think
Sure,
now
sir. I would love to, I mean, share my experience with you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So please you contribute when we will start our program. So Shubhamita, please you introduce yourself and you start your program.
Okay, sir. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Shubhamita Paul. Today, I am coming here to share a small experience, a small view about the school infrastructure regarding the NEP 2020, that is National Education Policy of India. So I am trying to here to give some idea about the digital infrastructure and the school infrastructure, what should be done in school. So I am trying to give some knowledge about this. So here I am presenting my PPT first.
So this is a forum for the discussion. So anybody can contribute their ideas.
Okay. So literature review on school infrastructure attitude. Okay. Just a minute. So I think all of you know what is the review of literature. It is a process to examine and review all types of available relevant information, what has already been done, or it is published or unpublished data. It is provide to us our valuable direction of using relevant methods of data collection and analysis. Next one, there is various types of review of literature, that is narrative or traditional, systematic, meta-analysis, and meta-synthesis. Next one is sources, primary sources, that is original books, research papers, reports, autobiographies, etc. Secondary sources are reviews, summaries, reports of primary sources. Last one, tertiary sources are encyclopedias, indexes, library catalogs, etc. Next one, there is the steps of review of literature. That is, first you have to choose a topic, then identify database and resources, then research and refine, read and analysis, and last step, write the revision. Next one, how is the content of review? That is, first part is introduction, second part is body, and third part will be conclusion. Now I am coming here the most important thing in this webinar, that is school infrastructure. All of we know that school is the second home to us. So school buildings, playgrounds, public amenities, that is libraries, laboratories, digital infrastructure, and other facilities are included in the school infrastructure. It contributes to a positive learning environment to all of us. And that's why the National Education Policy requires investment in digital infrastructure, development of online teaching platforms and tools, design of virtual labs and digital repositories, training teachers to become high-quality online content creators, designing and implementing online assessment, and establishing standard of content, technology, and pedagogy for online teaching learning. The policy gives the importance on creation of a dedicated unit to devise the development of digital infrastructure, digital content, and capacity building to supervise the e-education needs to both school and higher education also. Next one, there is infrastructure facilities in school should be classroom, digital classroom, ICT labs, science labs, kitchen sheds, building greenery, hostel facilities, and drinking water. According to NEP 2020, they are said that the classroom should be well ventilated, and there should be, every classroom should contain a veranda. Next one, digital classroom, they emphasize the digital classroom means it should be more fun-based. They give importance on ICT labs as well as science lab, because both this lab helps us to give a relationship between action and reaction. Next one, kitchen shed. Mid-day meal scheme is going on in our school. So mid-day meal kitchen will be well constructed from where children can get fresh food. Next one, building greenery, that is greenery in classroom purifies the air, reduce stresses, and increase the ability to concentrate. Next one is hostel facility. Hostel facility that's only given maybe the room sharing or dormitory basis. This gives more opportunity for SC, ST, OBC, minority, and girl child to participate in in more way. Next one is drinking water. Drinking water, every school should planted RO plant, and there should be a clean toilet which are readily accessible and well ventilated. Separate facilities should be given for both boys and girls. Next one, there is the NEP 2020 and school infrastructure here, and I am trying to give an idea about how an ideal school complex would be. That is school complex. NEP 2020 give importance on school complex, which this idea was firstly given by Kothari Commission in 1964. After NEP National Education Policy also give importance on ideal school complex. So they are saying that in a radius of 5 or 10 miles, there are following facilities will be there. And most of the things they are including their Anganwadis, improve support for children with disabilities. Every public school can be paired with a private school. Next one, open and distance learning or State Institute of Open School program, those who are not able to come to school. Last one, the Gender Inclusion Fund. Side by side, NEP 2020 focuses digital infrastructure, set up a new autonomous body for digital infrastructure that the name is National Educational Technology Forum, virtual lab, and the most important is disruptive technology that is called artificial intelligence, virtual classrooms and e-content, digital literacy, online assessment and examination, training and incentives for teachers, and reduce digital divide. The policy has acknowledged the needs to create open, interoperable, evolvable, and public digital infrastructure in the education sector to solve India's scale, diversity, complexity, and device penetration. The ministry will therefore create a unit that comprises experts drawn from all fields as administration, educational technology, digital pedagogy and assessment, and e-governance, etc. So that's why we are, all of you know that Diksha and e-content for open school by NIOS, extensive use of radio, community radio, OLabs. Now practical related e-content has been made available for students. There are interactive simulation, animation, and lab videos. And the most important role is playing by National Digital Online Library. It is a virtual repository of learning resources and provides a host of services for the learner community. It contains more than 50 million resources. Next one, ePathshala. This portal and mobile apps are a storehouse of audios, videos, EPUBs, flipbooks, etc. Student can access it through laptops, desktops, tablets, and mobile phones. Resources are ready to use in Hindi, English, and Urdu also. I like to here mention that NCERT and CBSE also prepared many contents and uploaded it on Diksha, that is comic books, practice book on mathematical literacy, cyber safety, and also they are giving importance on cyber bullying also. So next, NCERT that is also developed an alternative academic calendar for all stages of school education to engage students meaningfully during their stay at home due to COVID-19 through educational activities at home. And the Ministry of Human Resource Development released Pratyagya guideline on digital education to improve online education and ensure the safety and academic welfare of the student. With the adoption of all these things, there is Sustainable Development Goals 2030 by India. CBSE introduces the School Quality Assessment and Assurance Framework. This is not only involve ranking institution, but rather will establish a level of acceptable quality for all accessed school while respecting their unique mission. Next one, that is after implementation of NEP 2020, Academic Bank of Credit is a digitally stored that will deal with the credits earned by the student of higher education institute in India. National Digital Education Architecture will be set up to support teaching and learning activities, and structured assessment for analyzing learning levels, that is called SAFL, is a competency-based assessment for grades 3, 5, and 8 introduced by the CBSE. AICT also starts engineering programs in 12 different regional languages to make education more accessible and more equitable. So if you put a great infrastructure to the student, there is a great importance in our life also. That is, good education, good infrastructure makes better enrollment, making learning as well in teaching comfortable to everyone. Next one, the most important thing, that is teacher motivation. Education is not completed without the involvement of teachers. So infrastructure had a greater effort on reducing absenteeism than teacher salaries or the effect of administrative tolerance for absences. Next, better attendance. A well-furnished classroom helps children to get easily distracted by the disturbance. Next one, the most important thing, that is replacing bricks with broader mindscapes. All the education policies which is come, that is from after the independence, Kothari Commission, National Education Policy 2020 also give importance, that is learning should be burden free. That means it should be replaced in the open air. That means to enhance and recognize talents of children, there needs to be facilities catering to the students' needs. And a good infrastructure, but good well-established school must give us much more scope for expansion. An educational institute, I think an educational institute has multiple purposes in its life. So it is not always about experienced educators. School infrastructure plays an important role too in framing a healthy environment for children. Next one, that is good places makes education more attractive. Provide quality education. A key elements of student give us a well experienced learning, and all of we know that poor infrastructure, it demotivates students to go to school. All of this, beside that, I think there is some also challenges we are facing to make a school well established or well infrastructure school. That is inadequate digital infrastructure due to lack of high power internet and stable power supply is the till now biggest problem in India. So the lack of sufficient content in the local language is also a big problem in our to our students. The lack of access to the internet also interpret to low digital literacy in India. And most of the things, that is up to maximum girls are susceptible of dropping out of school, that could result in early marriage or child labor. Education also creates safe future for most of the girls. Next one, I think bounded social interaction. That means online education raises to make better social interaction. So that's why we should not depend on the digital learning. We should have to force children to go to school, to interact with other students, to interact with their friends, to interact with teachers, that give a broader aspect to their life. Next one, encouragement. Some students needed to get into the class. In case of self-paced online programs, student may sometimes they feel low. The dropout rate in online education is very extreme because there is self-motivation and lack of discipline are required to finish the assignment. Next one, the most important, that is it is highlighted by several times in different magazines, that is health issue. If you put digital infrastructure in school, or we all know that in online, that means in COVID situation, all students are busy to in online education or online teaching learning process. I think that is also a prolonged use of digital device creates health issues like headache, fatigue, insomnia, etc. And sometimes it's also that there's D deficiency, calcium deficiency, muscle cramps, etc. So that means online education will be so I think the Indian education should be now be flipped classroom. The survey, I here mentioned here that a survey conducted by IIT Kanpur founded that 9.3% of its 2,789 students are unable to download material sent by the school, and just of 34.1% of them had internet access that was strong enough to watch classes in real time. Another local circle survey of 25,000 respondents found that only 57% of students had the computer, printer, laptops at home to attend online classes. This report is published in Business Insider India magazine 2020. So that is the part I am concluded here, that pandemic has taught even if schools are shut down, learning can occur. It has also become noticeable that there need to be crucial and renowned trust on getting every child back to learning. So that's why, so ICT, with ICT in education growth, online video-based micro courses, e-books, simulation, models, graphics, animation, quizzes, games, and e-notes make learning more accessible, engaging, and contextualized. The new education policy has generated a whole new set of golden opportunities for the EdTech sector. It aims to hand over a range of educational services such as e-courses available not just in English and Hindi, but in several other zonal languages. So here I am saying that the Indian education community has been understood the expansion of skill-based learning and up to upskill the future generation with the new age technologies. The new education policy boosts India's imagination towards producing an online pedagogy. Being the world's greatest republic, India will have the highest youth population in the world over the next decade and one of the youngest countries with the largest population pursuing higher education by 2030. Its ability to provide high quality education to such a large inhabitant will make the country capable of advocating its education policy globally and would inspire world leaders to take steps toward renovating their educational system. Lastly, I want to talk about Rabindranath Tagore's. He mentioned that the highest education is that which does not merely give us information, but makes our life in harmony with all existence. So here are some references I'm putting on the PPT, that is Niti Aayog and Usher Annual Education. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, Shubhamita. Now I like to share our own research about the attitude towards school infrastructure. So please you stop share so that I can share my screen. Thank you, everybody. So we want to find out, that is, what is the meaning of the school to the students. And we have noted that the three factors are there. One is the basic infrastructure, supportive infrastructure, and activity-based infrastructure. So the students gave maximum priority on the classroom. Maximum on the book. Second one is the teaching. Oh, no, sorry. First one is the blackboard. Yes, 0.70. Maximum weightage on this one, blackboard. Blackboard is very vital. And the second one is the book. Third one is the teaching. Fourth one is the classroom. So if you want to design a school, if you want to introduce a school to the students, that, okay, this is a school, then you have to pay much attention to these four things as a basic infrastructure. And related to the supportive infrastructure, you have to provide safe drinking water. It is 0.81. Next one is the toilet. So these two things are very, very important. Friendship, that should be there. Book bank, because in our school, there is no library. So people are considering the book bank as the library. So that is another infrastructure that is called the supportive infrastructure. Another one is the activity-based infrastructure, that is the TLM. This is very peculiar thing because the TLM should be at the basic infrastructure, but in the minds of the students, TLM games and cultural programs, these are the very important infrastructure to the students. Now, in relation to the attitude, I am sharing, that is, we have compared the school with good infrastructure and the poor infrastructure. So this is the classification index, 83% classified correctly as the good and poor infrastructure. So here you can find out they are giving importance on the reliability. Next one is the equal opportunity. Here equal opportunity means equity. Third one is the exploring. Fourth one is the willing to participate. Fifth one is the comfort. So when you want to study the attitude towards the school infrastructure, you can think about these 5 attitude or 6 attitude. Cleanliness also there. Okay, but the reliability is very important. Nowadays, you can find out that is the students are browsing the internet to find out whether the teaching materials are reliable or not. So reliability is very vital nowadays. Equal opportunity, exploring, willingness to participate. So these things are very important. So here you can find out the linear combination. So this is the statistical survey we have conducted. Another important part is we want to find out, that is whether this school infrastructure perception has any impact on the academic achievement of the students or not. Now we have noticed that the school performance, that is the academic results, is not affected by the school infrastructure. Why? Because you have noted that is the most of the students, they are getting the private tuition, so they are not attending the school regularly. And here you can find out, this is our test. We have developed our own academic achievement test, and this is the school examination results. And you have noted there is a high positive correlation between the two. That means our academic achievement is reliable and the valid. So this is the thing. Now here you can find out our survey. Whether the students are able to write their name correctly or not. Okay. Whether the students are able to write school name. So here you can find out that is they are not able to write their school name properly. 11% it is there. So this is very bad thing. Again, they are not able to write their name, 4%, though it is very small. But what is the date today? 33% not able to report what is the date. And 19% students are not able to say what is their class. So this is very horrible condition in our school. So we have done this research here, and you have noted that is the addition, subtraction, and whether they are able to compute the arrangement. 53% are not able to arrange, and 55% is not able to do the sum. So there is a difficulty in case of the addition. In case of the subtraction, 31% not able to do the subtraction. So this is a very horrible situation. You can find out we have collected data from the different localities in West Bengal, and that is the rural school. Basically, we are representing rural school. We are not representing the urban school. Okay, and so this is our study, and here you can find out the school attendance motivation. School attendance motivation is highly correlated with 0.43 with the easiness. Another one is the safety. All the variables are highly correlated, but this correlation is very high in case of these variables. So we must be very much careful about how to motivate our students to attend the school, because the motivation is important factor. So we should think about this one. Now, again, I am trying to find out whether any demographic condition has any impact or not. Again, I have received the demographic condition has some impact. So this is all about our research. And here you can find out our questionnaire. So this is the school. This is our socioeconomic status questionnaire. And this is our attitude towards the school infrastructure questionnaire. Okay. So this is our research. And this is the school attendance motivation. And this is the questionnaire for understanding the academic achievement. So here I like to share. Before that, I can check, I can tell you some interesting findings about the different districts of West Bengal. What is their result? This data mainly collected from the rural schools of the West Bengal. So I hope that is, if it is possible in other parts of India, to do this similar study. One sec. Here you can find out that is some of the districts, that is North 24 Parganas, Malda, and Hooghly. Specifically, Malda is seriously affected for this school infrastructure. Next one is the North 24 Pargana, and after that, the Hooghly. So I think if it is possible to do similar type of research in other parts of India, definitely we can explore something more. And RPRIT has the infrastructure to do this type of research. So I'm sharing this one. Thank you, everybody. So now I'm requesting Premika Devi, Madam, is it possible to say a few words about our presentation? Madam, are you here? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, sir, thank you so much. I think I have got so much of insights and so much of knowledge. Everyone who has presented today has got something very new, and your idea has been always very insightful and very creative, sir. And I think we can work collaboratively together to improve or enhance the education system, sir. So yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madam. হ্যাঁ বলুন কোথায় Thank you, Madam. We'll be glad if we can do some research, at least for Imphal. Then definitely it will be very useful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think they will be very helpful. And sir, you have
Because
already
we have
started.
the questionnaire,
Also.
Madam. We have the questionnaire, so we
Yeah.
can do this research. And whatever the planning, if it is a research-based planning, then the government will be highly benefited for making the good policy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's my
Yes.
perception. Thank you, Madam.
Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely, sir.
Okay. So, Dr. Nandi, would you like to add something?
Yes, sir. Actually, first sentence I like to say that I am very disappointed with our school system, education system. Actually, I'm saying about our government school system, education system, not about the private. Actually, there is no infrastructure at all. From my experience, I can say that there is no, in some school, there is no basic amenity like that you have said that about toilet, drinking water. That's also horrible. And students go for, in few cases, students go for midday meal. But if there is, the infrastructure will be better, then they will like to go, they will go spontaneously to attend the school. And when they will go to the schools, then only possible to teach them or to implement all these that are said in national education policy. First of all, we have to contact with them. We have to establish a private relationship with the students. They have to be impressed by the teachers. Actually, I have seen that children have more confidence on their teachers, even than their parents also. And I have seen from that, I said earlier that I am parents of my twin daughters. I have seen that something I have said them that is not reliable to them. But when teacher said them something, then they rely on them blindly. So education should be at school. That you have said that now private tuition is all in all. Who have the private tuition? They have academic achievement at a level, but who cannot afford the private tuitions, they have no basic idea at all. I have seen from my experience that after achieving degrees, they can't do the basic things. They can't write the basic English or basic Bengali even, and they can't do basic maths. So infrastructure is necessary to attract the children. And above all, I want like to say that library is very important thing in a school at schools, but that is not in any school of our specifically in our state. In every school there is no where there is a library, there is no librarian, there is no infrastructure, there is no relevant books or anything, there is no library period or facilities to go to the library. So how can they attain the holistic, how can the holistic development can be possible of them if no library is at school? It's very disappointing. And after the basic infrastructure, after establishing the basic infrastructure, then we can only think about the higher level, then online library or online digital library or other things. And that you have said also that what is the reliability of the source that the school students are using from internet today. There also library has a role. If library has a proper infrastructure, and library can provide these services to online, then that has a reliability, and then they can get the proper information from proper source, authenticated source. But that can't be possible. Students go to the browse to the internet and then rely on all the things that are available on internet without examining their authenticity. That's these are my view. Thank you, sir. And school should be practical experience should be there. Practical oriented teaching should be there in the school.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. You have raised very serious question, that is the school infrastructure is not at all adequate. Now, government has some policy that is replacing brick-built school. So that is a very serious issue, and maybe in future there will be no school at all. There is brick-built school. So that will be the very serious issue, because the government may have this policy that internet will be the option. And
but I think that can't be replacement of physical learning. That's my opinion.
Yes, so maybe for that reason, government is giving importance on the training to the teachers about the new education policy. Okay, thank you, madam. And Pritha, may I know about you, madam? Pritha, who are you?
Sir, Ami Pritha Mondol.
Oh, acha, Pritha Mondol, okay. Pritha, অনেকগুলো student আছে, Pritha. So, Pritha, what is your view about the school infrastructure? We have discussed many things.
Sir, I joined late, but I think the condition of schools in West Bengal specifically, I have visited some. It's very, there is absolutely no infrastructure for any kind of development. Even the education is neglected upon seriously. And as ma'am said that there is no libraries or areas where a person can be like they can develop their personality, they can develop their holistic mind. So yeah, that is something I have also seen, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pritha. Actually, nowadays we are thinking that is what is the purpose of the school. Maybe the purpose of the school earlier and the new purpose of the school, both will be different. So we must be very much concerned about what is the purpose of education, what is the purpose of the school. So Mona Lisa, you have the wide experience about artificial intelligence. So do you think that is artificial intelligence is applicable in designing the school infrastructure, Mona Lisa?
Yes, sir, sure. AI can be implemented. AI is means using in many sectors. In school infrastructure, I think AI will be benefit.
So please you think about not only from the marketing point of view, but also from the educational point of view.
Yes,
You can
sir.
think about the how AI can help.
AI will replace all industries, sir. In school, college, it can be applicable, sir.
So that will be a big challenge
By
because
2030,
our population very high and
yes, sir.
many people are joining in the teaching profession. And now the teaching profession is in crisis. So the
Yes, sir.
situation is very horrible. Devopriya, I have missed Devopriya. Devopriya has left so that I can ask some question to her also. Now, Shubhamita, would you like to say something about our discussion?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is a wonderful experience. That is, I am also giving some ideas about NEP 2020 from your research paper. I also get some ideas about that means what is the exact condition of our state, that is West Bengal. Okay, so I think don't be so much disappointed. We always expect that better future for our next coming generation. So I think that it's we don't give every time we don't give blame on government. We teachers, students, parents, all of us join together to make a school when more attractive, more infrastructurable. So that means it's should be our duty also. That means as a responsible citizen, I am telling that all of us come forward to make our education more accessible, more equitable.
Yes, Shubhamita. Now we have to find out whatever the policies are there, and we have to with what the other countries are following. And is there any literature related to this issue or not? We have to explore all of them. So that will be our target. So now we are going to conclude. So we are thank you, Professor Rituparna Bosak Dasgupta, Madam, Farah Ahmed, Shubhamita, and Professor Premika Devi, Dr. Ratna Nandi, Mona Lisa Patnaik, and Pritha Mondal, and other delegates who have attended our program today. We are thankful to you. Dr. Subhash. One Dr. Subhash has joined, I have no idea. So, hello, Dr. Subhash, would you like to say?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, would you like to say something?
Actually, I'm joining late. Huge
Yeah.
late. So I have nothing to say, particularly for this session.
So what is your view about the school infrastructure? Do you have any idea?
Actually, Mrs. Shubhamita said well. Very good. So
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
actually, I am fully agree with him, with her. So it is my view.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Actually, Rabindranath Tagore has said, অন্ধকারে উৎস হতে উৎসারিত আলো,
Yes,
সেই
yes.
তো তোমার ভালো. Okay, so there will be some darkness and we have to find out the darkness, and out of the darkness we have to find out the light. Thank you.
Yes.
So now I am requesting all of you, please close your hands for the closing prayer.
But one thing, video is not clear. Video is not clear.
Okay, okay, we will arrange it. Thank you. Please close your hands. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Very close.
Thank you, sir.
You talk to me at 1 p.m. Okay.